Hello, guys. Welcome to Story Reactions. Once again, thank you so much for always liking and sharing. Big Lala is very much in the building today. Of course, we've got Burna Boy right here. And Lala, a lot of people are saying this is the biggest moment. You know, when you say biggest period in Burna Boy's career so far. I mean, he's done quite a lot of big stuff, but it just seems like he keeps, surpassing those things. Now, the moment of Love Damini, last to Love Damini till this time is the biggest Burna Boy period till date, like in his career. Do you agree with them?
It's arguable. It's arguable. But I don't think it is yet. I don't think it is yet. If you look at Burna Boy's past, his career, he's had moments like this before, particularly with Ye, and particularly with okay, maybe Ye to an extent did not top the way the last is topping. On the low, in European countries and especially the US as well was such a huge song for Burna Boy. Maybe what people are trying to say is at the very moment the chart he's topping. I mean, I saw something on Twitter not quite long ago. It's number one in several cities
Yeah, in different countries. Yeah.
And that's huge for Burna Boy. Definitely, last is turning out to be a huge song for Burna Boy, and he is getting a good response from different. That would lead to why people think this is his biggest now.
Are you saying last is not Burna Boy's biggest career song ever?
It hasn't even surpassed.
Hold on. Is there a bigger song? Is there a bigger Burna Boy song in his career than last?
Yes, on the low is still a bigger song. Yeah, it's still a bigger song.
On the low and Ye are bigger than last.
Yes, they've not even last has not even surpassed those songs.
Bro, last in 3.5 weeks is set to hit gold in the US. It's already Brit certified in 3.5 weeks.
Okay.
I don't know. The numbers are crazy, Lala. The numbers are insane. Like, it's unreal. It's unheard of. The numbers that Burna Boy is doing with last. Like, it is super crazy, bro. 3.5 weeks, Brit certified.
Maybe you do have a point. Yeah, it's doing a madness.
It's doing a madness.
The song was not released 3.5 weeks ago. Was it released?
Wait.
It wasn't released 3.5 weeks ago now. It was released before the album.
Yes, when was the album released?
The album was 3.5 weeks ago, but last was like at least a month before the album. So the song has been out. I'm not disputing the fact that it's making up numbers in the shortest space of time than his other records. But there's some other records who have bigger numbers. Not like it's unfortunate, but obviously last can still catch up.
Yeah,
that's what I mean. But yeah, you do make a compelling point when you say the sort of reaction it's getting right now is bigger than what he had in the past. I might have to agree with you on that. But yes, last is definitely going to get to a point where it's probably bigger than his previous song, which I hear. But all this is just recency bias because Burna Boy was, getting similar reactions with On The Low with Ye at a point in his career. You get, and those are big.
You think the world vibed On The Low, much more than you think the world vibed On The Low, like about the reaction to last.
Let's not forget that at the end of the day, we're all talking about Burna Boy's content before people start. This has nothing to do with any other artist. Burna Boy's music. Let's not forget that before last, right? What was Burna's go-to song? What was Burna's song that resonated with different crowds that he had? In Europe, in North America, in Africa, you name it. What was that song? It's On The Low.
Yeah.
Before last, Burna performed Ye in France, right? He closed the show with Ye, right? People left the venue on their way home, going into the train. Crowd of people were still singing yeah. Come on, man! You can't just easily just knock around I mean, not that's kind of song I want to say,
Around,
it wasn't a huge song, or even On the Loan. On the Loan was such a huge song, but
huge
maybe people
song,
don't
huge song,
remember how huge it is
huge
because
song.
there's not something new in Vogue. That's why we
Oh,
need to be
that
careful.
video is over 40 million views already.
Which one? The last.
Yeah, crazy.
I'm not disputing is getting more numbers, but let's not quickly forget the madness that his previous songs has done.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, Last Like is looking like it will eventually outdo those songs, but you can't just say right now because of the influx of numbers. It wasn't getting those influx of numbers in the first or second or third week that it was released. Let's not forget that this all kicked in all in the space of what, 3-4 weeks. It wasn't getting that influx of numbers as a release. It wasn't. We're getting the influx of it because yes, it has picked up. A lot of people are now it's gone viral in the US. We have seen several cities in the US who don't even understand what he's saying, but they're vibing to it, which is fine. That means the period he picked up was a good moment. Yeah.
I mean, I was going to discuss, something, else with you, but I think I'm actually more focused on this topic, so we'll probably do that one later. The remix and all of that. But last as a song, do you think it has overshadowed Love Damini, their album?
No, usually the success of an album sometimes is dependent on the success. I mean, once the success of one song determines sometimes the success of an album. There are several examples of that. The same way there's Essence that was the pushing factor for Made in Lagos. Last seems like it's going to be that song for Burna Boy, and it's not entirely a bad thing. There are other songs on that album that are really good, right? But the one that's going to keep on pushing people's attention to Burna Boy and to the album indeed is Last, and it's a good thing. It's a good thing to have. It's a great thing to have because now he's got a worldwide hit on his hands.
Okay. When you say it's a good thing to have, I mean, I understand the fact that okay, the song is doing well, but there's some other very dope songs on the album. There's It's Plenty. There's Bom Bom. That's different size. There's the one For My Hand with Ed Sheeran and a couple of other international collaborations. The Cloak and Dagger thing is not going as well as I would have thought. It would go because I love that song with J Horse. There's the one with Blast and Kilani as well. That one's solid. Last seemed to be the one everybody till now everyone is gravitating towards Last, despite it being just a lead single to the album. Now, would Burna Boy be thinking maybe I should have chilled on this album? Last should have probably withered down a bit before I dropped this album. Would you be regretting it right now?
No, I don't think he needs to regret anything because this is the perfect opportunity to actually get more attention on the album. If Last is doing well, that means more people are trying to figure out, okay, it's part of an album. Let me listen to the rest of the song on the album. It's getting more attention on songs on the album, and they're discovering more songs. So it wasn't a bad decision at all. If anything, they even I don't think they did it as they planned because they had to move the album by 1 week. Right, it wasn't dropped on the day it was meant to be dropped. Right? Last was at least a month before the album. It was at least a month before the album. So yeah, it wasn't.
The album dropped on the 9th, on the 8th of July. Yeah.
8th of July. So it's not a mistake, and it's not something they should regret at all. It's worked out fine for them. They should just enjoy the success.
But how does it make other songs of the album as big as Last? I mean, because at the end of the day, you have an album.
Does he have to? If the good thing about it is of albums of that caliber is usually when a song dies and something else comes up, when they choose another song as a single, then they put in some promo and then they push and then I mean there's several songs you can push next. There's a song with the children like you mentioned. There's Common Person, which I think is a bit Niger centric. I mean people in Nigeria love the song. I love the song as well. And there are other songs. If you want to push a song in the UK, there's a song with J House. J House hasn't dropped something for his UK fans in a long while. He's been sitting on an album for a long while. So that's an opportunity right there if he decides he wants to go to J House route.
But
there are several other options coming as regards that song and the album as well. So yeah.
But he's going to be judged based on the level and success of Last at this moment if he wants to pick another song from the album.
See, if you want to look at the success of one of your output, which is Last, and you think, the next one you're going to pick has to attain to that level, you're going to end up being disappointed because whether you like it or not, there's songs, some songs are big for a reason. The reason why they are big does not apply to other songs, if you understand what I mean.
Yeah.
This After Essence, I've picked other songs, True Love, and these other songs as next singles. They've tried to push it, but it still didn't get to that level of excellence. You get, so just leave that has achieved that. Let it be like that. You don't have to try to aim to outdo something that you've just been successful with. You get, so just do your thing with the next song. But it's still a long while before you can choose the next song as a next single, because Last Last is still dominating. So let Last Last extend its course. Let it go through the course of what it's meant to do around the world. Once that is done, then you can pick the next single of the album to push.
And do you think the fans are going to accept the other singles as much as they accept Last Last?
Of course, everybody has their favorite. As much as people love Last Last, as much as people love, Last Last, that people love other songs because they've heard Last Last for the longest. People who loved it at the beginning are not even feeling it right now. It's the new people who have just heard it that are feeling it. So it's a new wave of people that are feeling the song. So people who have heard it from the start are already tired of it. So, and that happens. Then if they're tired of it, they pick on something else on the album. The Eshara one is a nice one that you can love as well.
Okay, well, we wish Burna Boy the very best. Let's have your thoughts on this one. Last, how exactly is the song, causing a madness around the world? And is this song actually overshadowing, the Love Damini album? What do you think about that one? When should Burna drop a follow-up, single from the album? What exactly should he do for them to love the songs as much as, the Okolomo? That's what they call it in Yoruba. When you say the star song. How does he get another star song? Of course, Last Star. And also, there's something that we discussed earlier before, guys. Let us know what you think. Is this Burna Boy's biggest career single to date? Let's have your thoughts on it. Big Lola says, nah, no, yay, of course.
Not yet.
Not yet. Big Lola says, not yet. Yes, not yet. And of course, there's yay, there's on the low. Last is causing a madness around the world. It is a fever. It is a fever around the world, a wave around the world right now. Let's have your thought, put them down below. In fact, some people say it's currently beating a couple of Beyonce songs on, in the US, in some cities in the US. Like, people are vibing to it. It's a good thing to see. Congrats to Burna Boy on that one. Let's have your thought, put them down below. We'll see you guys on the next one. Please stay safe and God bless.